in the silence of a powder snowfall, on a trip more mind-releasing than any psychedelic experience. Skiing pure powder in a part of the world where winter, instead of being a hang-up, is an exciting season of the year, in Ontario's ski country. First run of the day completed before the snow stops. And before the rest of the lodge is out of bed, breakfasted, and into the chairlift for the first ride to the top of a long ski slope, where an expert instructor gives a class in slalom. Skiers can follow a more remote trail and hopefully meet other lone skiers. A place for the morning coffee break, just a mile or so downhill. There's nothing quite like the poise and balance of expert instructors, demonstrating the precision and control they've learned over the years. They've been responsible for turning out many fine skiers, but none to match the Red Baron, who, no matter the difficulties of the slope, handles them all with the same effective strategy. The Red Baron, as soon as he gets his skis uncrossed, demonstrates a difficult art of the ski slopes, climbing. He's been known to climb several yards without falling down, but we won't see that today. The Red Baron gives up. Skiing is only one of his sports. He's also no novice to the snowmobile, as he and his brother search for adventure in the woods. A deer from one of Ontario's many nature sanctuaries is easily tempted close. Feeding the deer should be a nice change of pace for the Red Baron. The wonders of the snow-covered woodlands can fill hours of anybody's winter holiday. Not all of the animals have hibernated, and not all of the birds have flown south. Some ducks have remained behind, and some of the most graceful flyers, including Canada geese. Among others. A skier who jumped too high? No, the start of a winter carnival. The masked men who are part of nearly every winter carnival. The drivers in the snowmobile race. A race? What race? Another kind of snowmobile, big and comfortable. They're on their way to the ice fishing huts. The huts are small, they're warmer that way, but a boy, alone with a fish line, is not lonely. The older members of the family try the same technique, and with some success. Whitefish, delicious. Hey. A lake trout, at least 400 pounds. Ice boats, they skim in the wind across the frozen lake at speeds in excess of 50 miles an hour. 70 if conditions are exactly right. For top speed, you lie flat as you can to cut the wind resistance and to keep your head out of the way of the boom. Some boatmen break all the rules and still have fun. This is one of the few ways you can gain speed and nearly fall asleep at the same time. Ice boating is fun, but there's something about skiing that makes it almost a cult. It's not only the companionship of the slopes and the chairlift and the fresh, clean air, and it's not only the superb scenery of wintertime that stretches across the ski country of Ontario. You begin to understand something about it when from a hilltop you start down a ski trail. Then with the wind whistling by, you know nothing is more exhilarating than skiing. Don't be discouraged when you see an expert skiing the bumps and moguls with such grace and ease. Two girls and one man on a ski slope can't last for long. There are those who don't take their skiing all that seriously, and those who do. Kids take some great tumbles, but they haven't learned to do it with the dramatic flair and ingenuity of their elders. The slalom helps to perfect the skier's control and coordination of weight shifting and body positioning. When the skier feels he's in complete control of his destiny on skis, he might be ready for the exciting competition of a slalom race. The Peter Campbell Memorial Race attracts Olympic and professional skiers from many countries and is worth World Championship points to the winner. a less strenuous form of slalom, or ski joring, that emerged with the advent of the snowmobile. An ancient theory has it that food tastes better when cooked outdoors, over an open fire, especially wieners and beans, perhaps laced with rum. Opened up the woodlands for the first time to many people who used to stay city-bound all winter long. But the traditional ways still survive in Ontario, especially at maple syrup time. The local band is almost as traditional as the syrup, but not nearly as sweet.
Oh, you're stuck with it. Right. Oh. Yeah, that's right now.
The sugaring off party, which includes everybody, heralds the start of spring and lasts throughout the day.
Now you can't turn it off.
Oh, let me have some of that. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to get worried in there.
Sticky fingers.
Ready for the last run downhill. The trail lit by the setting sun, the winter landscape hauntingly beautiful, and the night breeze making music in your ears. Après-ski music. another glass, my sweet? Tomorrow may never come. There's no denying, winter for many people used to mean nothing more than several months of slushy streets and icy pavements, and not much fun at all. But now, like everything else, winters change. Ski lodges stand near once remote hills, and those hills are covered with snow well into spring. Everybody skis now. The teenager, and the younger fry, and the not so young. The Ontario hills have that marvelous quality of accessible remoteness that makes a man and a pair of skis at one with the snows of a Canadian wintertime.